According to the New York Times, a preliminary investigation into the crash shows the air traffic control tower staffing was, quote, not normal. The report says the controller handling helicopters was also directing commercial planes, jobs that are usually assigned to two separate people. Les Trent is in Washington with more on what may have gone wrong last night.
It was sheer horror.
Crash. This is alert 3. Crash.
The surveillance video shows the Black Hawk helicopter coming in from the left and a fireball at the moment of impact.
I just saw a fireball and then it was just gone.
This is the crash scene today. The Black Hawk helicopter is upside down in about 8 feet of water and is said to be largely intact. The airliner, however, broke up into several large pieces and is spread out over 3 debris fields on the Potomac River. Meanwhile, planes continue to take off and land from Reagan National Airport here, with passengers getting a clear sight of the tragedy. Networks broke into programming last night.
A commercial airliner has collided with a helicopter in midair.
Desperate relatives waited for news at the airport, hoping for a miracle. Hamad Raz's wife was on board and sent him a haunting last text. We're landing in 20.
I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out of the river right now as we speak. That's all I can pray for.
Sadly, it was not to be. There were no survivors. All 64 passengers and crew on board the airliner and 3 military personnel in the helicopter were killed.
At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident.
Inside Edition producer Emma Keady got a sense of the 36-degree waters when the Coast Guard took her on patrol during the Trump inauguration preparations.
We have these suits on to keep us warm. There's ice chopping in the water as we make our way through the Potomac.
How could a disaster like this happen? Former Black Hawk helicopter pilot Elizabeth McCormick says the chopper pilot was flying too high and may have misunderstood instructions from the controller.
The helicopter corridor is a 200-foot, where the helicopter should have been at 200 foot. What's been reported is that this accident happened between 350 and 400 feet.
This is pretty much where it happened.
Stephen Fabian made the same approach today in a simulator.
This is where the impact happened, right about here. And there's nowhere for this plane to go but the water.
Correct.